Hello, Carrot Gang. Welcome back to the Ribsies Carrots YouTube channel. It's Tuesday. I'm doing an album review. I'm reviewing The Scholars by Headrest. This is the first review I'm doing of an album this year. If I was more of like a review-oriented channel, I'd be doing a lot more stuff from this year, so I could like do like a, I don't know, like get like a good gist of like what's going on this year. But so far, this album is probably the one that's intriguing me the most out of 2025. I'm a big fan of Headrest. I think Teens of Denial and Twin Fantasy I regard as like some of the greatest albums ever written, ever made. So I went into it with pretty high expectations. I did not listen to Making a Door Less Open, the one record they did after the re-release of Twin Fantasy. So, and I heard it really wasn't that good, but I don't know what to say. But a lot of people are calling this their comeback record, and I can see where a lot of them are coming from. The first half of it feels very contemporary, which is not usual for Headrest. They almost kind of do some like arena rock throughout the beginning, and they do it fine. I have no complaints. I really enjoy Will Toledo's voice and throughout the record. He's got such a cool way of sounding like such a loser, but also not at the same time. I could say it starts off a little slow. I should say that this album is very conceptual. So the whole thing, spoiler alert, kind of, if you're into like lore of an album, the whole thing is based on a poem that his great grandfather wrote back in the day. Something, I don't know how far back the lineage goes, but yeah, a poem that he wrote, and all the characters involved in the poem have their own. It's basically a rock opera. It's like a wannabe stage performance rock opera, because it's written, all the lines and like lyrics are written in the perspective of different characters throughout the record, and I didn't mind it that much. I think that upon the first listen, I did not know that was true, and I still enjoyed it and enjoyed the writing. It's good when a record can have an overarching idea or like concept, but also be taken at the face value of just the music, because if not, then it can get kind of tedious if the art isn't good enough. So it does it fairly well, I'd say. I think that it could have done better. I don't know. Part of me really misses the more personal side of Will Toledo and his writing, just him writing about his life, but I appreciate him stepping out into a new direction, trying something new. But yeah, the first half, as I said, interesting, more contemporary songs, just some indie rock kind of, and then you hit the second half. Oh, don't get me started on the second half, dude, because you start off with like an 11-minute song, no, a 10-minute song, then an 11-minute song, then an 18-minute long song, which are probably all the best songs on the album. Headrest has always been good at doing that, just making extremely long ballads that have cool little motifs throughout, and interconnecting lyrics and stories and all that. They do it really well. There's again, my understanding of the lyrics is kind of slim, but a lot of the refrains they wrote are super catchy, and like they grab me. It got my attention once it got to that spot. I don't know. I would go into more detail, but I'd have to learn a little bit more about the lore, and I don't think I'm quite invested in it enough for that. And I guess that would be my main issue, is that with it being so reliant on the understanding of each character and all the lore involved, it kind of makes it a little distracting when trying to just enjoy the music. So, but Headrest is still Headrest. They're still making great songs. I was worried that there was going to be a bit of a fall off, but it's pretty good. I give this record a 7.5 out of 10. Gather's Main's my favorite track, probably my favorite song of this year so far. Thank you for listening, Carrot Gang. This has been Riversy's Carrots, signing out.